Crookshanks and the battle for Hogwarts. The air was thick with tension as Harry Potter and his friends prepared for the inevitable battle that awaited them within the walls of Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. The once bustling corridors were now eerily silent, as if the very castle itself held its breath in anticipation. Hermione Granger, Ron Weasley, and Harry himself stood in the Gryffindor common room, their faces etched with determination. "We need a plan," Harry said, his voice steady despite the fear that threatened to consume him. "Voldemort's followers will stop at nothing to destroy Hogwarts, and we can't let that happen." Ron nodded in agreement, his freckled face mirroring Harry's resolve. Hermione, ever the voice of reason, spoke up. "We need a way to weaken their forces to give us an edge." "But how?" Suddenly, a soft meow filled the room, drawing their attention to a small ginger cat perched on the windowsill. It was none other than Crookshanks, Hermione's loyal pet. His intelligent amber eyes seemed to glimmer with understanding as he regarded the trio. "What's Crookshanks doing here?" Ron wondered aloud. Hermione's eyes widened with realization. "I think he's trying to tell us something. Crookshanks has always been clever, and he's been hunting for years. Maybe he knows something we don't." Harry cocked his head, observing the feline curiously. "What are you trying to say, Crookshanks? Do you have a plan to help us?" Crookshanks let out another meow, this time pawing at a piece of parchment tucked beneath his collar. With Hermione's help, the trio managed to retrieve the parchment, which contained what appeared to be a map of Hogwarts. "It's a map!" Ron exclaimed, excitement lacing his voice. "But not just any map, it's the Marauder's map." Hermione frowned, glancing between the map and Crookshanks. But how did Crookshanks get the Marauder's map? "It's supposed to be lost." Harry's mind buzzed with possibilities, his eyes gleaming with newfound hope. Maybe the Marauders left a copy or a clue as to its location. "We know they were masters at creating secret passages within Hogwarts." Ron scratched his head, deep in thought. "So, if we use the map to find these passages, we could catch the Death Eaters off guard." Hermione nodded, her face alight with determination. "Exactly. With the element of surprise, we have a chance. But we need to act quickly. Voldemort's forces will be here soon." Together, the trio set off, following Crookshanks as he led them through the castle's hidden passageways. The once familiar halls felt foreign, and an eerie silence enveloped them as they made their way deeper into the darkness. Finally, they arrived at a hidden chamber beneath the library, known only to Crookshanks. "This must be it," Harry whispered, his voice echoing through the chamber. "We need to find a way to weaken Voldemort's forces." As if on cue, Crookshanks padded towards a dusty bookshelf, pawing at a particular book. Ron stepped forward, pulling the book from the shelf to reveal a hidden compartment. Inside, they found vials of a swirling silver liquid. "It's Polyjuice Potion," Hermione exclaimed, her eyes widening with realization. "If we can use this, we can disguise ourselves as Death Eaters. It'll give us the advantage we need." With renewed determination, the trio set about brewing the potion, knowing that time was of the essence. Hours seemed to blur together as they carefully followed the instructions, their hands shaking with adrenaline. Finally, the potion was complete, and they drank from the vials with trepidation. Transforming into Death Eaters, the trio ventured back into the castle, their hearts pounding in their chests. They moved swiftly, their disguise allowing them to mingle unnoticed among Voldemort's ranks. The Death Eaters, unaware of their presence, revealed vital information, unknowingly helping Harry, Ron, and Hermione to plan their attack. The final battle commenced, spells and curses flying through the air as Hogwarts shook under the weight of the conflict. Harry, Ron, and Hermione fought side by side, their determination unwavering. As the battle raged on, they sought out Voldemort, aiming to end his reign once and for all. But just as victory seemed within their grasp, a dark figure emerged, blocking their path. It was Bellatrix Lestrange, Voldemort's most loyal follower. Her eyes gleamed with sadistic pleasure as she raised her wand, ready to strike. However, Crookshanks, now transformed into a magnificent lion, leaped in front of her, his razor-sharp claws ready to defend his friends. With a mighty roar, he lunged at Bellatrix, knocking her off balance. Harry seized the opportunity, firing the killing curse that struck true. As Bellatrix fell, defeated, the battle reached its climax. Voldemort, sensing his imminent demise, unleashed an explosion of dark magic. But Harry stood tall, his determination unwavering as he conjured a powerful protective shield. Using the advantage provided by Crookshanks and the Marauders map, the remaining forces of Hogwarts rallied, fighting with renewed vigor. The tides turned in their favor, and they pushed back Voldemort's dwindling forces. With a final, triumphant surge, Harry and his friends cornered Voldemort, their wands raised as one. The battle-weary students and professors joined them, united in their desire to see an end to the darkness that had plagued their world for far too long. In a flash of light, Harry's spell connected with Voldemort's, and the Dark Lord fell, defeated at last. The victory was met with cheers and tears of relief as Hogwarts slowly emerged from the haze of battle. Amidst the chaos, Crookshanks slipped away, morphing back into his feline form. He made his way back to Hermione, who scooped him up with gratitude, knowing that without him, the battle may have taken a different turn. Together, Harry, Hermione, Ron, and their friends emerged from the battlefield, forever changed by the war they had fought and the sacrifices they had made. As they gazed upon the ruins of Hogwarts, they vowed to rebuild, to honor the fallen, and to ensure that the wizarding world would flourish in the wake of darkness. For it was not just the boy who lived who had saved the day, but the courage and loyalty of friends, and the unwavering love of a loyal ginger cat named Crookshanks.